You are tuned into a special player spotlight interview on the CS Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the CS Podcast presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible, bringing you the names that you need to know first since 2002. Visit NFLDraftBible.com. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and joining the show now for a player spotlight interview is 2016 NFL Draft prospect Jhurell Pressley, running back out of the University of New Mexico. And Jhurell, we appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. Can you believe that your collegiate career is all over and now here you are getting ready for an opportunity at the next level?
Yeah, I put a good amount of 4 years in. I can believe it's over now.
I'm sure it was a long process, but I'm sure you really enjoyed your time there at New Mexico. Obviously, you put together a very nice and impressive career there at the University of New Mexico. And I guess we'll start this off by I want to start this off by taking you back, 4 or 5 years ago when you're coming out of high school. How did you make the decision to attend New Mexico? I mean, were there any other schools interested in you, and how did you determine that, getting your education and playing running back for the New Mexico Lobos would be the best fit for you?
It was a uprising program that it wasn't doing so good. I wanted to go to a program where I can help build it and make a change in the program. The head coach at the time was Michael Loxley, and he was from Maryland, and I'm from Delaware, so I kind of knew of him a little bit more, and I felt comfortable going with him.
Okay, and obviously doing some research for this interview, Jhurell, I see that you redshirted your first year in 2011, and the following year as a redshirt freshman, you were able to play in all 13 games. You ran for about 460 yards and 6 touchdowns. You actually started the very first game of that 2012 season as a redshirt freshman against Southern. I got to think that was pretty cool to see, to be able to start that very first college game that you were active for.
Yeah, it was a very cool experience. I didn't think I was going to be able to start as a redshirt freshman, but I ended up starting that game, and we did pretty good. We won that game.
Mm-hmm. And 4 years later, how would you say your game as a whole, as a running back has changed from now to that, from that freshman year back in 2012 to now?
It changed a lot. I got more explosive, and my awareness got better. As a all-around back, I think I got better each year, and just seeing myself grow.
And I don't think you could ask for much more than just that. And looking at your sophomore year, Jhurell, it looks like you had more of a presence on special teams. You only carried the ball you only had 35 touches as a whole. But you were able to pile up 340 yards. You do the math, that's 9.7 yards a touch. You had 273 yards and 6 touchdowns rushing as a sophomore. And then as a junior in 2014, you really took a big jump in that offense. You're able to be the Lobos' leading rusher with over 1,000 yards, 1,083 yards to be exact, and 12 touchdowns. You led the nation with 9.5 yards per carry. What was that like to be the main focal point in the New Mexico offense that season? I mean, you certainly stepped up to the challenge, to say the least.
It was good. I mean, I like stepping up to the challenge and seizing the opportunity that I had. It was a good thing that I did, and I'm pretty glad that I had the opportunity just to go out there and make some plays.
Yeah, big junior season, no doubt. It'll go down as one of the best seasons by a New Mexico running back in the history of the school's football program. With that said, what were your expectations for this past season, knowing that it'll be your last as a college athlete?
Just our main focus was to get in the bowl game since we haven't been there in 8 years as a team. So we got that as a team. My focus was just to do whatever I had to do to win games for the team.
Okay, well, I think it's safe to say that you probably achieved those goals, seeing as you guys were able to play in a bowl game. You guys finished the regular season 7-5 before falling to Arizona in the New Mexico Bowl. But talk about the overall experience for you playing at New Mexico, playing for the Lobos? This past season, I almost left this out. This past season, you had a very nice, solid year once again, running for over 900 yards and 11 touchdowns. Again, I mentioned it. You guys finished the regular season 7-5. You were able to play in that bowl game, and it certainly was a heck of a game. It was a very close and hard-fought game against Arizona in the New Mexico Bowl. Talk about your overall experience at New Mexico, and did you ever think that when you first committed to New Mexico that you would get an opportunity at the next level? I mean, here you are, so close to achieving that dream.
My overall experience at New Mexico was unique because at first we was at a losing season, and then we gradually built up into a winning season in my time of being a college football player. So it was really unique. I really enjoyed playing in the bowl game. I wish I could play in more bowl games, but it's okay from now. But I'm glad I ended up playing there. It was a good experience that I received.
And like you said a little bit ago, you wanted to go to a program that, you're going to be able to go and help turn things around, and I think that's exactly what you did there at New Mexico. Once again, he's the 2016 NFL Draft prospect. Jhurell Pressley, the running back out of New Mexico, joined me here on the CS podcast presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible, bringing you the names that you need to know first since 2002. Visit NFLDraftBible.com. And, Jhurell, what would you say is your biggest strength as a running back, and what is one thing that you feel you could still work on?
I think my biggest strength is if I get vertical, I don't think too many people are going to catch me. My biggest strength is my speed and my power. And things I need to work on is making more people miss. I think I'm really balanced on blocking, so I think it's making more people miss in an open field and just being more awareness where I'm at on the open field.
All right, sounds good. Now, obviously, you've played a lot of talent throughout your time there at New Mexico. I mean, I see you guys are playing in the Conference USA. Throughout your time playing college ball, whether it's a conference opponent or not, who would you say is the best single player that you've had to play against? I mean, does anybody specific stand out?
Nah, I'm not worried about player. I'm not worried about names and player. I just know that person is in front of me, so I got to get past that person. And it doesn't matter what kind of player it is. It could be whoever it is. It could be the best player in college football. I'm gonna make it known that he knows who Jhurell Pressley is.
There you go. And I think every running back needs to have that same mindset. Every football player needs to have that same mindset that you do. Doesn't matter who's in front of you. All that matters is that how you're going to get around him and how that will happen. So I like that answer. I really like that answer. How about this? What would you say is the most memorable play that you've made throughout your collegiate career? I mean, looking back 5-10 years from now, what's going to be that first play that comes to your mind?
I think this year when I scored against Boise State, it was about a 74-yard touchdown, and I was telling my coach, like, if you give me this play, I bet you I'll score on it. And he let me run this play, this outside zone play, and I scored. And it was a heck of a touchdown because it was a turning point of the game. I mean, Boise State was stopping us. We was going 3 and out, and then this one chance I got to run my favorite play, changed the whole momentum around, and we had the whole momentum the whole game.
Yeah, there you go. And obviously you were a man of your word, being able to take it to the house after you told your coach, hey, just give me the ball, man. We'll get this all taken care of. So very nice 74-yard touchdown against Boise State. Again, he is the running back out of New Mexico, Jhurell Pressley, joining me here on the CS podcast presented by the NUC NFL Draft Bible as he gets set for the 2016 NFL Draft. And, Jhurell, later on this month, you'll have an opportunity to play in one of the nation's top all-star games. and that's the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. Just a minute ago you said, it doesn't matter who's in front of you. This is going to be another big opportunity to kind of make the nation know who Jhurell Pressley is. How excited are you to compete in the game with, some of the best in the country?
I'm very excited. I'm just more excited to have another opportunity to play the game again. Like I said before, I consider myself one of the best players too. So it's not just I'm going against them; they're going against me too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talk about after the week of practice, after the game itself, what impression do you want NFL scouts to leave with when they think of the running back out of New Mexico?
That he's the real deal. Right? I want heads to be turned and notice that I'm not somebody to joke around with. I'm for real about this process that I'm taking.
Absolutely. Now, looking further down into the process, again, the NFLPA Bowl will be played later on in this month. After that, I got to think, it all shifts to kind of getting in track shape and getting ready for a possible combine invite, getting ready for your pro day. Can you tell us where you'll be training at for those events and what kind of numbers you'd like to record or put up?
I'll be training at Fit Speed in Davie, Florida, but the numbers I want to put up is just I just want to wait to show you. I mean, I don't want to just go out and say anything. I just wait to show you, and you judge me from my numbers. I don't like to talk a lot. I just want to be about it.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I do see that the New Mexico Athletics website has you listed at 5'10", 203 pounds. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Just wanted to confirm that with you. Now, talk about the process of signing with an agent, Jhurell. I know that you signed with Dave Schumann and Inspired Athletes. What was that whole process like, and what was it about Dave that separated himself from the other agents that were knocking on your door?
It was a unique process. A lot of agents was trying to talk during the season, but it was unique. What's different from Dave was we got a lot of background together, so I feel like he knows me more, and he has like the best interest of me because he knows me. We got a good relationship together, so we're we see eye in the eye together, and like I like that about him. And he's a fighter, and I like a fighter, and that's definitely Dave Schumann.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been connected with Dave for a little while now, and yeah, you're absolutely right. I think he fights hard for his players and certainly tries to get them the best opportunities possible. Now we're gonna finish this interview with something that I like to call the 2-minute drill, Jhurell. Some of these questions will be football related, and some of these will just be random questions that could be pretty much about anything. You ready to run some of these over?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll start off with, what is your favorite TV show and movie?
Favorite TV show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, My Wife and Kids, Justice League. I got a lot of favorite TV shows. I mean, I can keep going on Martin. Yeah, I got a lot of favorite TV shows.
All right, and obviously a wide variety of them as well. What about a movie? Any favorite movies out there?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite movie. I like a lot quality good movies. I'm a movie type of guy. I know a lot of different movies. I like to quote movies on a lot of things. I could just be walking around quoting a movie, and me and my brother would be laughing because we already know what we're talking about.
Yeah, man, you got to love that. You got to love any type of movie where you're able to just pull a quote out pretty much anywhere. So I hear you on that. And obviously, based off your TV shows, it sounds like you're more of a comedy type of guy. Obviously, my favorite as well is comedy movies. So, again, cannot go wrong with that. Next question, who would you say you model your game after of, or somebody that you might take bits and pieces out of their game and try to put them into your game yourself?
I try to steal a little bit from everybody. I just don't focus on one person because everybody unique in their own different ways. Somebody's better at running, somebody's better at blocking, somebody's better at catching. So it's not just one person. It's just every back that I look at, I study this and I study that and try to make my game better.
All right, and obviously if you're studying a running back, they have to be a pretty damn good running back themselves. So certainly makes sense. I know you do hold yourself to high expectations, obviously getting to this point. So all right, makes sense. Next question: if you had a plane ticket to travel anywhere you wanted, where would you go?
I would go out the country. Probably go to somewhere out the country like Brazil. Any one of those foreign countries, just because I haven't been out there and heard it's a lot of fun time. If I could do exchange student, just to experience that, but anywhere out the country.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. I'll take a plane ticket anywhere outside the country as well. A couple more questions for you, Jhurell, and then I'll let you go. Again, your time is greatly appreciated. If you could run anybody over, a linebacker, a defensive lineman, a defensive back currently playing in the NFL, who would that be? You got one person that you could single out.
Ooh, I would single out anybody who's at the goal line and that's stopping me from taking a touchdown away. I won't just single out one person. So.
All right. I can understand it, and I'm sure that you'll be in that situation many times as you were, throughout your time at New Mexico. I'm sure you'll be in that situation many times at the next level as well. If it wasn't for football, what career would you like to pursue? I wouldn't even. I'd probably work with mental health and behavior kids, just to give back to the kids that's unfortunately that had some bad things that's going on in their life. So always want to help out the next person, like somebody helped me. So just young kids that need the help. All right, great. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Final question for you. If an NFL general manager, let's say we got all 32 NFL GMs listening to this very interview, why should they want the running back out of New Mexico, Jhurell Pressley, a part of their team?
Because I'm a unique type of guy. I bring everything to the table. Special team-wise, blocking, running, catching, doing things without the ball. I'm the type of guy who's just going to learn quick and keep it moving. I'm not going to be in no mess, nothing like that. I'm going to just be a straightforward guy. You tell me this, I'm going to get the job done for you.
Here, in the words of Marshawn Lynch, you're about that action, boss. Is that right, Jhurell?
Yes, sir, about that action.
Hey, sounds great. Well, as I said, Jhurell, that was my final question for you. I really do appreciate you taking some time this afternoon. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and all the best later on this month in the NFLPA Bowl, in this whole process of as you get ready for the NFL draft. Again, wishing you all the best, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.